Thank you, my name is Kimble. I'm the Executive Director and Founder of the Financial Services Innovation Coalition. And thank you for the opportunity to speak today. I want to start off by saying we are opposed to opportunity zones conceptually as a way of funding economic development. And we've consulted with the academics and community leaders and economic development experts in our network of people, and they have been hard-pressed to find a way in which opportunity zones will benefit them in their areas. So we've been in 20 states in the last 2 years, going to low-income communities, trying to figure out ways to do economic development. They look at this program, and there's the way current financial markets operate, they've been left out, and this program doesn't have any downward pressure to include them in a way that's going to go forward. I'm going to give you 2 data points that we kind of focus in and talk about this. So by 2040, 50% of the U.S. population is going to live in 8 states. Right? That means 42 states will not have enough population to engender this kind of innovation or investment. Like, there won't be enough volume there to make it worth anyone's while to invest. The way Arkansas doesn't have cell phone service in 20% of the state, et cetera. Black wealth, from an African American perspective, black wealth has not changed since 1968. It is estimated to be 0 by 2053. We've had tons of economic development programs over the last 50 years. None of them have done anything to increase that. So CRA, enterprise zones, new market tax credits, you name it, none of them have actually helped underserved communities. So while we don't believe this program is redeemable, as I said, we have some ideas for discussions about rules that could at least limit the damage. First is we want diversity on boards and investment committees. No enterprise, no opportunity zone should be allowed to get a tax credit if they don't have racial, gender, and community representation for each of the places that it invests. It must be demonstrated that the board has approval process that is inclusive for the economic benefits to define communities in which it's going to be served. The second is diverse portfolio. Each fund must be diversified geographically and by population size and investment size. For instance, 40% of a portfolio should be made up of investments under $20 million or less. And should be in communities with populations under 250,000. And we request that you put a limitation of P ratios, or ROIs under 5%. The third provision is diverse investees. We know that blacks and minorities and blacks and women have been left out of the venture capital marketplace. So we require that 50% of investments in these projects be run by minority or women firms to ensure that the funds are distributed evenly and more people participate. Fourth, the funds should dedicate a portion of their funds to local initiatives that are dedicated to providing home ownership, affordable housing, and other investments to Native residents. And fifth, 20% of apartments or condos being financed by a fund should be dedicated to rent-controlled housing. Our perception of this is that we know that investors won't like this. We know that that's, we know that we'd rather see this program fail than another $2 trillion have to be borrowed by taxpayers to fund, the investments of billionaires. And if they are not willing to make these investments, then we know that the idea that they're somehow serious about economic empowerment, economic development is false. I will leave you with one anecdote. We were in Sacramento in December. We did an economic empowerment event down there. We went to a school, high school. In the summer, they had a fire. It's December, and the fire damage has still not been repaired. They had no clean drinking water for the students. A $3 to $5 million investment would fix that. This program, we're going to give a lot of money to this program, and none of those benefits didn't get down to that level. So we'd much rather see another way in which the government itself does things it should do and stop doing it in the private sector. But if not, at least try to include some of this. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions?
I acknowledge that there is nothing more maddening than presenting a real problem to a government person whose response is, that's not my job. That is a horrible thing for somebody to do. I have to add to that, though, that our responsibility is focused on the text of the statute, taking into account what we can infer from the statutory structure and other contexts, but what Congress wanted us to do, because basically it's their game, as with any tax statute. And so, from the way you presented it, you acknowledge that there are a fair number of things that would be very desirable for a program like this that you don't currently see in the statute that is our responsibility to interpret. Correct. Can you identify for us the one thing which you think is closest to being within our capacity to have?
Based on the reading of the statute and the rule issue, I believe you can require the geographic diversity to qualify. I do believe that's one of the things you can do in terms of, and also we talked about the ability to where jobs, you asked a question about whether jobs were attached to the property or not. I think in those ways you can affect this. I do believe you can require, because there's civic and the requirement that there's societal benefit. I mean, as part of the preamble, I do think you can look at some of that and bootstrap some of this to make it work. I mean, we petitioned Congress to change. I mean, we are petitioning Congress for this changes, but I do think there are some of the requirements. There are some requirements you can place on this under your 50% rules on profits and income. So I think there's some things you can do. We'd be glad to work with you further. If you have questions, we have some experts that we talk to.
Our mailboxes, our phone calls too, but since I'm trying to take good notes, but something that comes in writing in particular.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.